This week on the Mothership Podcast.
So anyway, let's crack on.
Forget you can't say crack.
God, Mel, don't start with the crack, alright? I think we've all had enough crack.
Hey, Alex, why don't you sing us a song?
And also, it's kind of so easy in these reunion things to make it all like, oh, it's so good to see you again, babes. Like, oh my God, remember the old days? Remember the old days? Oh, yeah. But then, yeah, but that's not fucking real. Like, so do you know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, we want a bit of like, what was the reason? Like, you know, we want a bit of that. We want a bit of that because it's real life. It's real. You're right. We're here. Fucking.
She's barely here.
Look, yeah, guys, it was my birthday weekend, and I may or may not have gotten very fucked up yesterday, as you may hear.
So just the girls.
But yeah, we had a good, like, wait, what dates did I see you? Girl, I don't even know what day it is today. I definitely saw you yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, it was me and Darcy's birthday show at Bar Broadway, hosted by Billy Gold and Stephanie Von Klitz.
It was a drag family affair, house of debauchery.
I was, 50 minutes late, and
that cracked me up.
oh my God, actually, can you bleep that out? I don't want people knowing where I live. And then, yeah. Before I came down, why did everyone think I was like...
Because when you turned up, you were just like, where?
So everyone thought I was stoned. I got a new table, that's why I was late. I was like, you know what, the dining room...
I still want to know how that works.
What do you mean?
What?
The lady who I got the table off, she literally could only do that day at that time, or I wasn't going to get the dining room table for another 3 weeks. And I went, girl, not today. Okay. I went, I'm entering my 27th year with the correct energy, and I am a Nigerian who does not have a dining room table. So when people come and eat, when I eat. Well, now sometimes I eat on my computer desk because I literally cannot stand just eating on my lap on the sofa. Like, it drives me mad. You see, I would rather sit on the floor and put my shit on the coffee table. Now I have a dining room table. Now I just need some chairs, and then I'll be good to go. But yeah, so I'm exhausted. I'm fucking hoarse, and I'm a whore.
Well, we all knew that.
Actually, I am a little bit of a whore. I got quite a few numbers this week. I was looking good, I'm not even gonna lie. Link to my Instagram below. Yes. I was in a corset, yeah. A corset, me, the bitch who doesn't wear eyelashes. However,
well,
today...
she's wearing them today. Yeah, blink more for the people.
You could put a ting, 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 ting. But anyway.
Don't be telling me how to edit.
Look.
I'm just gonna
Oh, yeah, shit. You're right, Will.
Yeah, hi. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, have you had a good time? Wait, how long has it been since we were all here? Was it last week?
1 week, I think.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
That's a lot of drugs I've done. That's a lot of drugs. A lot of the C word.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So anyway, let's crack on.
Forget you can't say crack.
God, Mel, don't start with the crack, alright? I think we've all had enough crack.
Hey, Alex, why don't you sing us a song?
Yeah, speaking of crack. What should I sing? Go on, give me something to sing. And I think to myself, what a
Weed in the water.
Weed in the water. See, my low register, I can get a sound out of.
Woman.
Let me be See, the only good thing about when I lose my voice is it becomes a whole lot easier for me to hit whistle register. Wait. No. Fuck.
Yeah, no.
No, fuck it.
Were you just
Fucking
about to
crack
try
the
and
screen.
do Diva song?
No. Oh God, no. Not since my balls dropped. Fucking hell. I used to be able to sing that shit. Well, kind of.
I used to love doing it because it's such a cool song.
Yeah. Anyway, bitch, what the fuck are we doing? Because you got to take the lead.
Well, as you can see, we're your conscience, telling you to watch good TV.
Yeah. Why the fuck have it... I don't think I've been looking at the camera this whole time. I've just clocked where the camera... Thank you.
Oh my God.
I think you need to start doing that at the beginning of each episode.
Pointing at the camera furiously.
Yeah, or maybe
Okay.
just putting like
You can't be
something
that blind, bitch.
Girl. How long you know me now? Come on now. I can't be that blind. You must be joking.
But now we're going to be talking about Picard.
This is our mid-season review. So if you've seen part 1, or if you haven't, go back and watch it. That's what you're doing here. And yeah, we're just going to be talking about episode 3 up until this week where we're here today, which is not the same week y'all exist in right now.
Time travel.
All right, yeah. Fucking Interstellar. Yeah. Of course.
With no time crystals.
No.
Just like to point that out. Thank you very much.
You gotta have to get over it, girl. Salamanders, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
So, well, how are we gonna start this little review?
Well, I don't know, because I know we were talking about this before we started, but what I've just realised is that in the last recap we covered 2 episodes in an hour. This time we have to cover 5 in an hour.
Okay.
So
That's doable.
here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to...
I've definitely handled 5 in an hour. But...
Wash your hands, you dirty pig.
Your mum is going to hate.
Look, she can get fucked, yeah? Look, it's gotta fuck.
Oh my God, your mother is watching? I mean, flipping out. I know I'm black, but I know I'm going red here. Stop the sex talk.
Let me live my life, Betty, alright? Fuck.
I'm going to just insert the voice clip that your mum sent.
Oh,
me.
yes.
Please do. Please.
God, she is gonna
Yes.
kill me.
She will.
She's gonna call me out. She mean, you said I could get fucked. You get fucked.
So I'm going to I'm going to skim read a review, like a synopsis of every episode.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tell you roughly what happened, and we'll see if we can remember and rate it. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to rate the episode. Oh, I don't know if I can rate the episodes because it's all just been getting progressive. Well, I'll say this before we even go on to the episodes. It's just been getting...
That's right.
Yeah. Yes. But it's... it's just getting progressively better. Like, no episode is better than the last, and no episode before is better. Like, it's just...
In tandem
It's
with each
work.
other,
It's a fucking movie. It's a fucking movie. All right? Shit. How many times have I said it? Let's go, Will.
All right. So episode 3, directed by Jonathan Frakes.
Yes.
I think just the
Blah, blah.
title is going to give some memories. 17 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the Shrike is attacking the Titan, and it uses all the portal tech
Yeah.
to redirect it. Meanwhile, Worf and Raffi are being the criminal underworld bosses.
Oh, see, this was all sick.
Yeah.
The whole Worf and Raffi thing where they're
Loving
like,
them
what's
two
that?
together.
I don't know what that planet's called that they're on, but
Oh God! It got named after the.
but it's like
the
a very
main
like
director, yeah.
like crimey, like, you know, crimey.
It's
That's not a
Sector
word.
6 is the area, but
Yeah.
I cannot remember the name of the planet.
But it's like a
named
very
after one
like
of the
it's a very like
directors,
gritty, like grungy kind of looking planet, and
which we don't usually see in Trek.
yeah, like
Which
and
is
it
nice to see as well.
yeah,
That
and it
there's
was
some
just
grit,
nice to
some
see
dirt.
Worf and Raffi, because they're characters that have both been in Starfleet but exist out of Starfleet, and to really show like how badass they are. And also I love that like Worf has this like, you know, Jedi Master kind of vibe to him, but he's still
I've been meditating.
yeah. And is this the episode where they kind of fake kill Worf off?
No, that's the next one.
That's next episode.
Right. Okay.
This
Sorry, my bad.
is the episode that they. It's basically their dynamic, and then No, they don't go to the planet yet because that's in the next episode.
Well, I know what's going on the Titan. It's when Picard and Riker have that thing where he had 17 seconds with his son before he died, and then it was 17 seconds when Picard was coming to see if Jack was still alive.
Yeah.
Which, thank God, because we still haven't seen him with his top off yet.
Oh, God.
Not yet. It's coming. It's coming.
The planet is Metalis Prime,
Okay.
I think.
Yes.
Now, at the end of this episode, obviously, was a great line. Get off my bridge.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Because it was so cool to see Riker take over the Titan when what's-his-face Captain got taken out of commission. Mm-hmm. But this is when we really started to see, because the first 2 episodes we had seen Picard and Riker getting on like this and just being like this cool duo, and it was like,
just all
oh,
breaks
now
down.
we know what's because
I remember you didn't like it originally.
Didn't like what?
That dynamic.
No, yes I did. I think I was the biggest supporter of it in this room. Yes.
I'm sure you told me you didn't particularly.
No, I said it didn't feel like it doesn't necessarily feel like a new dynamic. It feels like it's progressed, and I made the whole point about...
No, not like their dynamic in general, but like the fight, the argument that they had.
No, I liked it.
Okay.
I liked it because I like that it shows that they are on... Because what we're used to seeing them in TNG and in the films is that Riker was the first in command and Picard was the captain. So even when they did disagree, Picard always got the final say. Yeah. But even though Picard is an admiral now and Riker is a captain, because one's retired and one's not, like you know, they're kind of on the same level. And
that line when Riker goes, Admiral Picard.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
He just goes retired.
Yeah, the little shade in this show. It's like it's all done so well. It's all done so well. But yeah, no, I really enjoy seeing that. I mean, and they didn't stay angry at each other for long. So like, do you know what I mean? So
it was nice seeing that dynamic that they can actually disagree.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And it's not all just like no. But I can also see where that anger comes from because it was like, well, that whole show. I just went along with what you said. We might have had like the minor disagreement, but then I changed my mind in like 2 seconds. Whereas this was like, you could see that like, no, I'm standing my ground now.
And also it's kind of so easy in these reunion things to make it all like, oh, it's so good to see you again, babes. Like, oh my God, remember the old days? Remember the old days? Oh yeah. But then,
remember when we did that thing over there?
Yeah, but that's not fucking real. Like, so do you know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, we want a bit of like, what was the reason? Like, you know, we want a bit of that. We want a bit of that because it's real life. It's real life. But yeah, what other big things happened in that episode? Not really too sure. Go away,
I need to stop us from getting demonetized.
I think the other major moment from that episode was when Worf and Raffi capture who we think is just a drug addict. It turns out to be a changeling.
Oh, right. Was that... Yeah. That wasn't the first reveal of a change... Oh, it was. Yes, it was. Yeah. Yes, it was. Or it was like the first concrete thing of, bitch,
and then at the same time, Dr. Crusher finds out that they've been able to improve their...
That's
biology.
not in that episode. That comes up later, I think.
No, because she works that bit out, but
no, because this is the first appearance of a changeling. This is the first time in the season where we are going.
There is something with Beverly.
Yeah, that's later on. That was like
no, but in that same. So as
not with the changelings though. I promise you. Beverly did not find out until they knew there were changelings on the ship because she had to analyze one of the bodies. But Worf and Raffi had the interaction with the changeling way before. Or at least confirmed, because I think we saw some things on the Titan where we were like, oh, what's going on? What's this sabotage?
She's definitely doing something that links.
Yeah, now, but we haven't got to that bit.
No. I mean that episode specifically. Like I know she does. That
I don't
bit,
think it's got anything to do with the changelings, though.
In episode 5, Beverly does the changeling autopsy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't think
there's something going on at the same time because it's like.
Not with the changelings. She might be doing something, together, but not.
But she doesn't know. It's like
I don't think that was at that point though, because this girl, you're just because we obviously guys we've left it a few episodes, but that this is episode 3. So this would have been a week after we filmed the last Picard episode. Not when it came out, when we filmed it. Girl, and it came out like 2 weeks ago. Today. Not for you. For us. I am us. You are you. Alright? Just so we're all on the same page.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, we've got 1 minute till a break.
Okay.
So we can either start talking about the next one.
Or have a joint.
I can't say yes legally.
It's... Well...
Look, at least I didn't say crack. Fuck.
Here you go with your crack again.
No, but you were thinking...
Put the pipe down.
You were thinking about crack, though.
But you said it.
Oh my god!
And on that note...
Oh my god. Could you imagine if we came on one episode as white chicks?
Cancellation galore.
Oh my god. Halloween polygram. We just walk in as... Girl! No, that's actually hilarious. Sorry, Will. What was the next point?
Let's take a break.
Okay. Did we finish episode 3 at least?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I think
Good.
so.
Okay. In conclusion, episode 3 was a movie.
Don't clickety clack.
We blackety black.
And we be right back.
And we're black. So, Will, what's next?
Episode 4. No-win scenario.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
This
The
was a good
episode
one.
title names are so camp.
Yeah.
Because it's back to how Star Trek used to name their episodes. I just feel like some of the names of episodes in New Trek has not always
They've been a bit weird.
Yeah, like some odd
bit weird.
choices. But anyway, but these are back, like these feel like iconic name. Like the reason why we can name episode names is because like it's, you know.
Yeah, you can literally be like, oh,
Yeah.
that happened.
Yeah.
But this was brilliant because it just starts with them plummeting to their doom, and I mean we know they're gonna get out of it.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
still like loads of episodes left.
But I liked how they left it the whole episode. It reminded me of an episode of Deep Space Nine when the Defiant is stuck in a nebula with 2 Dominion ships, and they're like, you know, none of the ships have got sensors, and they're like trying to work out what the fuck. Because is this the episode when the Strike uses
the portal
weapon? Yeah.
So
that was really cool
yeah.
as well because it really made them look stupid. The Titan looked stupid.
So that just happened at the end of the last episode.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
And then at the start of this one, I like it because it's really bleak. Riker's
Yeah.
like, just go be with your friends, go gather in the common areas and socialise. And
Tells Picard like, you're a dickhead. However, go find your son because it's
Yeah.
which leads to my favourite section is when the captain is telling about the story of Battle of Wolf 359 and how it was
Yes.
Yeah, that reveal that.
Because other than Cisco, we haven't really explored much of how that massacre basically affected so many people in the Federation and would have started like, I mean, bitch, if I existed in that universe, fucking hell. I mean, I'm scared of the Borg now. They ain't even real. If I lived in a universe where they were real, motherfucker. The stress. Yeah. It's too much. It's too much.
You just be like, just assimilate me.
Yeah, innit?
Just do it. I might help.
Borg and changelings in the same era, bitch.
no.
Kill me off. Kill me off. Send me to that fucking... I can't remember the name of the planet, but Worf finds this like colony or a prison camp of Klingons that have mixed with Romulans, and then they're like isolated.
Yeah.
Bitch, take me there. Take me there. Or send me to Delta Quadrant, I'll go hang with Neelix. No, that's where the Borg live. Oh my god. Nowhere safe.
Literally, you went to the capital.
Yeah, nowhere safe. Fucking hell. Anyway.
Also in this episode, this is where Seven identifies the changeling imposter on board.
Ah, yeah.
Because I think that was a really nice distraction from the whole bleakness. It's like, oh my god, I'm just going to focus on doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a good little, like, mystery solved as well.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's just the pot.
Oh, yeah,
They have to go back to, that's the foil.
And it's the same... Sorry, the pot... Look, sorry, I got a vocal sweet in my mouth. The pot... the pot was the exact... It looked... If I'm not mistaken, identical to the one Odo used to use. Which I think is interesting because I always would have assumed his pot was of Bajoran or Cardassian design. So why would these other changelings have that kind of pot. Do you know what I mean?
Isn't that a plot hole? Because later on they say that these new changelings don't need to go into their goo form.
Yeah, but maybe
that's only some.
Yeah, I don't think all of them are like that. Because remember in an episode we're probably going to get to, what's her face? You know,
they were part of the experiments.
Yeah, but she says I can pass it on to others, but like when I choose or whatever.
Yeah, I can pass it on to others.
Yeah, so maybe she hadn't changed.
But once it's done, they only live 100 years and they don't need to do their thing anymore. But I guess
maybe those ones that we saw using the pot weren't actually. And also, we don't really know what is going on with the whole changelings and the founders and whatever. We don't know. Are these changelings acting under the guise of the Dominion or the founders or nothing? Are they totally independent of the Dominion and the founders? Are they just like, you know, an extremist group? Or are they, I don't know, I think there's still so much. Oh, bitch is so good. It's like,
well, we still haven't found out who Gooface is yet.
I just reminded myself how hungry I am right now.
Oh god,
I need some like hummus and chips and dip. Anyway,
at the end of this episode, they escape the nebula, and there's like the birth of the jellyfish space creatures.
I thought that was quite cute.
Oh yeah, and it was very classic Trek as well. Yeah.
The whale thing.
My other favourite moment of this episode, which is related to my favourite moment of this episode, is at the end of the episode. I'm going to say episode again. At the end of the episode, there's the little there's a little flashback where when Picard is telling that story to all the people, and then Jack was actually at the bar the whole time.
Yeah.
He's like, what about your family? What about real family? And Picard's like, nah, don't need them.
Yeah.
Which, can I say, was a bit harsh for not, in my opinion, it was harsh for the reasons that other people weren't noticing. Yeah. Everyone was like, oh, that was so harsh to Jack. Bitch.
You didn't know?
No, it's harsh to the fucking nephew and shit that died in a fire when he goes, oh, I never needed family. Fucking hell, Picard, what about that fucking nephew you cried over for half a season and a whole movie? Yeah? Well, you was crying because he died burnt alive in a fire in the 24th century. Do you know how bad a fire has to be for it to kill you in the 24th century when they have all that fire suppression technology and a little boy burnt alive on Earth? And because like, I never needed family anyway. Fucking hell. See, you not all focus on Jack. Yeah, that was the first thing I thought when it fucking happened. Jesus, I had to go back and watch Generations. Like, so I was just like, yeah, bitch, you was upset. You were
well, they lost a generation.
Yeah.
That's a dumb joke, I'm sorry.
I never needed family. I just burned them alive.
But no, I like that in his head, like every time we go to a flashback with Picard, it's clearly like he's remembering things.
Oh yeah.
And then it's, oh shit, that was Jack.
I like how the flashbacks are very sparing in this as well. Yeah. They're not using it like to explain everything it's coming out, because there's a really nice one, I don't know if we've already gone past it, with Data and Riker. No, that's not happened yet.
No, yeah,
it's not happened yet. But
spoilers. Data's in it. At the end of this episode, Jack starts having hallucinations, and there's
about
the voice. Me? Well, the voice does say, "Find me."
Oh, God, that was me. Wait, what is it? Deanna Troi? Where are you?
That voice.
Where are you?
I'm glad she's stepped away from that voice.
Yeah.
Because Jesus Christ.
Although she's the only cast member we haven't really seen much of yet. Obviously, she's got stuff coming, for sure.
Yeah.
Which, once we get past all this, I think we should talk about theories as to where it's going.
Yeah. Oh, girl. Girl, it's still got me guessing. Especially as this, we know
I have a couple.
No, but also, this being the final season, it makes it harder to theorize. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, we have to guess the end game.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like we can go, oh, I think, like, when I guess the whole of The Mandalorian, or the whole of season 1 and 2, now from season 3, I can't really guess because do you know what I mean? Like,
it's the finite.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, either they're going to set some stuff up. But anyway.
Go on.
Episode 5. This is where the whole case is blown open because Ro Laren comes along.
Oh! Oh, yes, this made me so fucking happy because this is one of those amazing moments we get in nerd culture when fan service is done fucking correct. Because Ro Laren, if you have watched Next Generation in its entirety, Ro Laren is not one of the main cast, but she's one of those characters that you just fucking know.
Like the fact that she was meant to continue and then because she had other commitments.
But also the way her character's in the story in Next Generation, even as not as much as it, she's in some of my favourite episodes of all time. And her episode was so amazing because we got all the best parts of her character in this like legacy moment. We got her antagonistic traits. Yeah,
it's like the start of like not everyone in Starfleet is just all about. Oh, I love Starfleet.
Yeah.
It's why the fuck are we doing this?
And also, so when she was brought into the episode, we had the antagonistic behavior towards Picard. And then, we had their whole break. Those two, but then also
just constantly
the closure. But the closure, them talking about their time on the Enterprise and how Picard really had a special. He knew the others longer. He was probably closer to the others, but in a way, he was almost closer to Ro because of that.
Yeah,
it's a very similar relationship to 7 of 9 and Janeway.
Yeah,
it's a very similar, very not as mentor-ish, but
the best part about it as well is the fact that they're both trying to suss out whether the other is a change.
Oh yeah, that was...
And it just makes the whole situation heightened.
Yeah.
Because they're just airing all their
the
shit.
Tension in that... And it was... And we were still in the shock of like, oh my god, Ro Laren is back.
Yeah.
Because this is something us fans have wanted since
20
Picard.
years!
No, but even since Picard... Like, we thought she would be in one of the films. Like, we thought she would get to be in season 1 or 2 of Picard. She's a very interesting, easy character to kind of write into a story because she's such... Like, she's such a... You can't really predict her as a person. So, it would be quite easy to write her into any of these Star Trek stories because she could be out there doing anything. But what I loved about her inclusion in this is that she was the key.
Yeah.
She is the key. The first few episodes, her spoilers, her death triggered and set into motion everything else and made it answered questions.
Yep.
It brought up new questions. It set characters in motion. It kicked the plot into 100 miles per hour because it was,
And the fact that you don't find out till the very end that she was Worf's hand.
Exactly. So she basically started the whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole story from episode 1 without being there. And her acting was incredible.
One thing I did not like though, that wig. They did her dirty.
The wig was a bit dry. It was a bit dry. It could have used another brush and another steam.
A curl.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a curl. Or maybe just, I don't know what her natural hair's doing, but girl, it's been so many years, she didn't have to have Ro Laren-esque hair, do you know what I mean? But anyway, moving on, because
Also in this episode, this is when Worf and Raffi meet Kryn, the second mob boss that we met.
Oh, yeah. He wasn't as good as the other one.
No.
I still like it.
It was alright.
The idea of
I would have liked it being the other way round if the big boss had been the Ferengi. Like, have the same characters, but swap their position in...
They weren't, like... They were working together, they weren't...
No, I know, but I would have liked it story-wise. I think it would have been more impactful, especially as a nerd, and then just building up the Star Trek lore for the new fans to make them understand, like, the differences of...
You crossed it over.
Girl, I'm tired, yeah. But, I think it would have been cool if we had had that whatever this new guy, the human guy was called, if we had had him and had Worf cut off his head in episode 2, or whatever that was, and then this episode brought in this cool gangster Ferengi, I think it would have been a bit more, do you know what I mean? A bit more of a payoff, but that's just me nitpicking.
For me, I still liked it because I've also seen this guy in Fringe.
Right.
And it was just cool to see him in another sci-fi.
Right.
Because he's a really good actor.
Right. No, yeah, he was great. I just would have liked their characters to a swap because they both got the same amount of screen time. It wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah.
Like,
just a quick amendment, he was actually a Vulcan.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because he used logic as a way of...
Right. I just found the gangster Ferengi a bit more like, wow, like as a Star Trek fan of a bit like, yeah. But anyway.
The duel they had was cool, and it was a good trick.
Oh, yeah.
For a second.
Oh, yeah, and Worf's dead. No, I knew Worf wasn't dead.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't dead from a film screenwriting perspective. But there was a small part of me that was like, oh my God, this is it.
Will, that man has been stabbed all up and through, done many a time. And Klingons have redundant organs for this exact reason.
Yeah.
The mini Pino.
What's next?
Well, the thing is, that's kind of all I wanted to cover on that episode. And
okay.
I think if we do 2 more in the next segment,
cool.
Then the last quart could be predictions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
we're having a break and then another break?
Talk amongst yourselves.
For what?
For 1 minute.
1 minute?
Yeah.
No, let's just... Don't you clickety-clack.
We blackety-black.
And we'll be right back.
Kapla.
Kapla.
And we're black. What was that?
I was going to say, and correction.
Oh, God.
Sorry, no more crack. Right. So, where are we at, Will?
Episode 6.
What happened? I don't...
Well,
I watched it.
Did you?
I did.
Did you watch it on time?
Yes, I bloody did, Will. Did you watch it is the real fucking question.
I watched it today.
Cramming.
So what happened at the start of this episode was Worf and Raffi board the Titan.
Oh, yeah.
Which was such a nice little scene.
Wait, that was the first thing that happened?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, because the big beginning of an episode was the last episode that just happened, right? Where sexy Mr. Head of Security on the USS Voyager turned up. That wasn't this episode.
Next episode.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
And there's the comment that I've been hearing most, which is, dumb. Who'd have thought Worf would be the comic relief this season?
Yeah,
He's always been funny.
Literally always been so funny. He was funniest in Deep Space Nine for sure. For sure. But he was always funny in Next Generation as well.
Because he's a ridiculous character. He's an alien.
And sorry.
Warning. Warp core breach a lot sooner than you think.
Because, like, in Next Generation, he was funny because... and I like that they've gone with, like, Thor... I was thinking... Because I was about to make a comparison to Worf and Thor. Like, they're very... Like, I feel like new Thor...
Oh, yeah.
...is based on...
Yeah.
Or not, it's probably not, but I feel like it's almost like it's based off Worf.
Yeah.
But this Worf we're getting in Picard is more like Worf in Deep Space Nine, because in Next Generation... Worf was funny because of his, like, deadpan, serious reactions to everyone.
Yeah.
But in Deep Space Nine, you still had that, but Worf did have his own sense of humor and just, like, his own, just, like, you know, yeah. It's like Worf is that autistic kid that just says, who just says shit that, like, is the truth. But it's funny because, like, you know, socially you wouldn't usually say that shit. But yeah. People that are surprised that he's the funny character this season.
Stupid.
Where have you been? Like,
Stupid.
Where have you been? I bet those are the same people that fucking fucked up that robot list. I'm still mad
also
about
track
that.
yards, probably.
Yeah, probably.
So they go and seek out help from Geordie LaForge.
Oh, yeah. And we got the museum. The ship museum. That was one of my favourite moments in Star Trek.
When they're flicking through.
Yeah, like, we'll get to Geordie in a sec, but fucking hell, when Jack Crusher came on the bridge and sat next to Seven. Also love that whole thing when she was like, get out. Or get out of the seat.
When he tries to sit in the captain's
and then
seat.
they start going through all the ships and we get some familiar ships, but the best moment, I mean, seeing the Defiant and hearing the Deep Space Nine theme, like, obviously got me, but when Seven started talking about Voyager, boo hooing all up and through. Oh, girl.
It was so well done.
And I remember messaging you guys like, have y'all watched it? Have y'all watched it? Have you watched it yet? Have you watched it? Have you fucking watched it? Did we all have emotional moments?
That was definitely quite emotional because, you know, we all know the story behind it, and what that also means for the in-universe character as well.
And I also think it's the scene, as soon as we saw Jerry Ryan appear in the season 1 trailer as 7 of 9, this is the scene we've been waiting for. For her, post coming back to the Alpha Quadrant, reflecting on her time as Voyager, because out of everyone who came back home to the Alpha Quadrant off of the USS Voyager, her perspective, I think, was the one we were most interested in, as well as maybe some of the marquee officers, but especially like B'Elanna.
Yeah.
Like, because as we all know, Chakotay, whatever. But fucking B'Elanna and Seven's perspective coming back. It's nothing to do with the actor. Yeah. It's just they just did not write him very well, like towards the end. But anyway, I just fucking loved it. Like, it was so emotional. It was so, again, they're doing such a good job at saying so much without saying like loads and loads. Like, she didn't go on for minutes and minutes.
It's literally just.
But it was enough.
It's the slow pan.
Yeah.
And watching her facial expression change, and it's her softening up and going, oh, like,
and then getting sad about it as well, because it's clear that obviously she's not as close with the Voyager crew as she would like to be nowadays, you know, because Seven is the way she is. And also Seven as a queer icon is really, she's always kind of been a queer icon, but she really, and it's not just the fact that now she dates women or whatever, but it's also like the story of 7 of 9 of being this Borg drone that like had to like find herself again in a chosen family. It's so queer, bitch.
Dead naming.
It's so it's so queer.
That little comment from Ensign LaForge, where she actually calls Seven rather than Hanukkah, because that's what the whole crew have been told to call her. Was just it was so sweet.
To me, that was the biggest bit in the episode. I can't remember what, because that blew my socks off, that whole sequence. But that, I do remember that being a good
come on as well.
Oh yeah, because he was like very butting heads with Picard.
Wait, no, have we skipped over them getting into Daystrom?
So that happens after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Which we introduce another maybe bit too much fan servicey character,
Professor Moriarty.
Yeah.
I have to agree with Will here. The way they put it in the trailer, I thought he was going to...
No, but everyone...
Now, of course, it was a red herring. Yeah, no, I get it. But that was like... This was it. And it was so unneeded. I feel like if you're going to bring him back, they could have done... It's my only criticism of the season so far.
You know what? I think it was a criticism for me until we discovered that it was Data running the AI.
No, fair, but I just feel like bringing that character back, you could have included him in the story in a more significant way. It didn't have to be like part of the main plot, but maybe
every episode has had a cameo that harks back to
I guess I just felt like this wasn't the most smoothest of fan service moments.
Okay.
But still didn't negate from anything. It still was a great moment and whatever. I just feel like with how everything else was handled and how everything was so carefully crafted, this felt a bit like, let's have a little sequence with Professor Moriarty, and then you know, they obviously ran with that in the trailer. Of course, you can fool me in trailers. It's cool. But bitch, if that's all we got, there was no need. There was no need to put it in the trailer even. Like, it could have been a great... I think it would have had more of an impact if we hadn't have seen him in the trailer.
True, but also it kept people on their toes in terms of like no.
Oh, true. No one thought we were going to get changelings and stuff. We heard rumors that there was going to be a lot of Deep Space Nine stuff in this. I did not realize it was going to be the whole fucking thing. I mean, yeah. But anyway, sorry. Moving on.
Well, I want to move on to the next episode, but just some quick mentions. We find the Sung type android containing all the 4 different memories, and at the end of it, that android, who we will call Data, revealed that the changelings stole Jean-Luc's body, real body, organic body.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that Kirk is on Station as well.
Yeah.
And attack Tribble. I skinned 2 of them. Put them on. Not very vegan.
Adam had a very good question about tribbles. If they were to take over a planet and there was no more food left, essentially,
would they eat each other?
Yeah,
probably.
And then would that then make more tribbles, or would they just
at some point it would last for a while, but at some point it would, do you know what I mean, like it would start to plateau, like it would start to...
No, but would it be a diminishing return of they can't make more tribbles if they eat other tribbles?
I don't know. I don't know if they could make more tribbles, but let's assume they can. Mm-hmm. No species could sustain itself eating itself. Do you know what I mean? It would last for a while, but it would eventually, it would just slowly do this.
Let us know in the comments what you think about this.
Yeah. Let us know if you want us to start a cannibalism experiment where we put 10 people into a room and we see...
She's pandering to the aliens now.
If they can eat... Well, I pitched this to them a couple months ago and they just were like, the overhead is just not worth the results that we could potentially get from this experimentation, opposed to if we just nuke the motherfuckers. There's no need for no more experimentation, because would the galaxy be better without humans? Nuke them? The answer is yes.
So episode 7. And this was the episode.
That starts out with another cameo.
Yeah, another good cameo. Yeah.
Tuvok! Oh, that was honestly... I mean, it wasn't really him.
Yeah.
But it was Tim Russ playing a changeling, playing Tuvok.
So when I saw you the day before...
Oh, yeah.
And I said I hadn't watched it yet.
Yeah.
And you said, just go watch it.
Yeah. And I said the first minute you'll know why I'm freaking out about this episode. And I think we're both in agreement, and I'm sure Will's probably... But Janeway is
coming.
She is fucking coming, all right? She on the lot. She fucking voicing for fucking Star Trek Prodigy. She's on the payroll. She probably walking in the corridor like, hey girl, you know, they probably already... But girl, they have mentioned her too many times to where...
It's almost every episode.
It's like...
She gets mentioned almost every episode.
I'm like...
I think there's been about 3 where she hasn't.
Yeah.
Literally.
But every time she's mentioned, it's like she's this far away from being brought into the plot. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, we tried to get hold of Janeway. Oh, I just spoke to Janeway. Oh, it's just... Bitch! Get her from... She hiding around the corner. She's behind the camera in the scene right now. She's like, fucking hell, yeah. But imagine we don't even get Janeway, we get Chakotay. Bitch.
The fans will riot. I think they would genuinely riot if that happened.
Girl.
Imagine just everyone's in trouble and Seven goes, incoming transmission. My spirit guide has brought me here. I sense danger. 7?
Oh god, they go on a spirit quest and then she leaves Raffi for fucking Chakotay.
Oh no.
Yeah, oh Jesus. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, that was so good to see Tuvok again. Like, it's just...
And the back and forth as well.
Yeah.
Of trying to suss out whether he's actually a changeling.
Oh.
And then she lets on that she's relaxed.
Yeah.
Because of that one thing. And then all of a sudden she throws something in there. And it's like, ooh. And it's one of those things that it rewards the fans.
And just like and just like the Voyager moment in the other episode, I've forgotten what happens in the rest of the episode because of that. Like, that was just so...
I mean, a lot happened.
Yeah.
We have... I know this is skipping ahead a fair little bit, but...
The format, Mel, the format.
Okay.
Give us the next point. Give us the next point.
I think this is quite a controversial point. Jack's mind control takeover fight with Ensign LaForge.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe controversial in that situation.
Well, that's what I was skipping to, bitch. Jesus.
Fuck it all.
I didn't know that.
Format, bitch.
Oh.
Fuck it out.
Oh, God. Who put 50p in there again? Darcy, can you stop putting 50p in Welsh?
No, she wants to. She wants to.
I think she's coming here secretly and putting the 50p's up in there. Because you know Will's never seen his own arsehole, so it's got to be...
Darcy, why haven't you returned my calls?
Because she saw your arsehole.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, God. Guys, comment below if you have seen your own arsehole. Because I think this is a really interesting topic. You know what? Next topic.
You know all the gays have.
But girl, how have you gone through life? You're not even peaked at your arsehole.
What about mind control fighting?
Right, okay, well, I would, let me tell you, it just makes his character way more attractive to me, because, girl, imagine the things we could do. Yeah, take over my body, bitch. Synchronization.
We were just having a discussion about the Borg. That is essentially the same thing. Just
not when
less
it's Jack
intrusive.
Crusher in his top lip. Jack Crusher in his top lip. That's different.
Control your menses.
Okay. Is that me?
I assumed so.
That is not a menses. Anyway.
Changeling torture.
The changing. Yeah. Well, all of it was such callbacks to more Deep Space Nine, more fucking things that we know about from Odo and stuff. Which, by the way, I would like an actual named reference of Odo. We've had a lot of references and allusions to Odo.
I think the reason they haven't mentioned him.
I know but in Star Trek Prodigy they had him. Obviously not him, and they
reused clips of his voice.
But it would be. I think he's so. What is going on with the whole change in his... How do you not talk about Odo? Do you know what I mean? How does his name not come up? He literally saved the Alpha Quadrant. He is literally the reason...
Vanek mentions as well.
Yeah, but not by name. Yeah. And I feel like that is... it'll probably come. I'm hoping we do actually get an actual cameo from a Deep Space Nine character. I feel like that... We really need that. Obviously, we got Worf, but that would be...
You'll hear about that in my theories.
Oh, girl, I got some theories too. But yeah, it would be good. It would be good. But anyway, moving on.
I mean, that's pretty near the end of the episode, because after that, Vatic takes over the ship.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's where we're at.
Oof.
Girl, next episode's gonna be some shit.
I mean, I know the ships get taken over a fair little bit.
Oh yeah.
Which
prepare to be boarded.
Star Trek, Starfleet. What you doing? How you been boarded this much?
Y'all need to get them doorbells with the cameras on it, so you know who's at the door. Yeah. You see who's at the door, and you go, "I'm not letting them in." Right.
Also, how have they not made doors that just?
Yeah. Or when the ship contacts you and goes, "Prepare to be boarded," just say, "No one's here." It worked for Rabbit in Winnie the Pooh. It can work for you.
And on that note, let's take a break.
Okay. Don't clickety clack.
We blackety black.
And we'll be right back. Engage. Jesus. Going full stereotype with the aggression there. Fucking hell.
But, so yeah, for this last section, we're going to talk about our predictions for how the season's going to end, which we were talking about this before. It's a little bit hard. Obviously, we're both going to have predictions and theories and stuff, but it's a little bit harder because we're not only just predicting how the rest of the season's going to go, but it's also the end game of I think it's safe to say not everyone's going to come out alive.
Yeah.
I think someone's going to die and it's going to be very emotional.
So, just because me and Adam were talking about this, and he's missed another Star Trek episode to be here as well, but he was saying that he thinks it's going to be Riker because he's going to be tricked into helping Vatic, and it's going to be Deanna. It's not actually Deanna; it's a changeling,
right?
But because he is trying to work things out with her, he's going to fall by the wayside and betray her,
right?
And then, yeah,
I could see that. I could see a road to that. I don't know who's going to die. I would assume it's not going to be Seven or Worf, or I could see it being Beverly. I could see it being Picard. I could see it being Riker.
I think it could be Raffi.
No.
No?
I think Raffi is just becoming... Raffi has just become her most interesting in this season. So I think if there's a chance they can keep her alive to use her in the future, they're going to do that. And then, as we said before, I think it's very likely we're going to see more legacy characters appear, like Janeway. Number one pick from Deep Space Nine, I think, is most likely to show up is Kira Nerys. I think Kira Nerys or Dr. Bashir or...
O'Brien.
Oh, fuck! Yeah, no. Yeah. Sorry, answer changed. It's O'Brien. O'Brien, Quark. I think it could be... I think we could see them go to Deep Space Nine. I really think we could see it. Because the Gamma Quadrant.
No,
the wormhole.
No, yeah, but...
That's how you get to the Gamma Quadrant.
I've got an additional part of life. Right. So, do we want to go round and discuss theories?
Well, I'll just say this for me up front because you won't need to come back to me. I am not going to give like a detailed like how I think it's going to end because I see too many roads to too many different things that I don't fit. It's not like when with the Mandalorian, like as soon as Baby Yoda Grogu appeared, I knew. Like, now I'm not trying to flex again, but it's in like that just hit me in such a way to where I understood, like, because of all the previous like content, but because we do have other stuff going on at the same. There's not enough. This era of Star Trek has not been, post Nemesis, has not been explored so much to where I can predict where the fuck it's going, and not enough has happened after it for me to go, okay, well, this is where we have to end up. Like, they could go anywhere with this. They could start another Dominion war.
Yeah.
This season of Picard could trigger like a whole event that like these Star Trek shows explore like a new Dominion war or something. So there are too many things, too many factors for me to consider, for me to concrete. But I do think some things are going to happen, like certain characters will appear. I think someone's going to die. I think, and I think it's going to feel like an end, whilst at the same time feeling like a launch pad for a new beginning. Like kind of like a second coming of the golden age of Star Trek, to where now we're in a new century.
Yeah.
And we're not in the 24th century, or are we still in the 24th century with these guys?
No, it's
25th century.
Yes.
Maybe, I don't know, but whatever.
25th
this
century.
era of like Lower Decks, Picard, like this era right here, Prodigy, like this, I feel like this could be the next second coming of Star Trek, like a second coming of the golden age, to where we have multiple shows going on at the same time, in the same time period, and yeah. So that's all I'm going to say in terms of predictions. What about who wants to go next?
I don't really have many. I'm just enjoying it as it comes. So, Mel,
you're enjoying the cum. Who's cum? Darcy's cum.
Call me.
Well, don't. Well, don't encourage it. Don't encourage it.
So, Mel, what are your predictions for the Star Trek?
So I have a few. Definitely think we're going to get Janeway, but I think it's going to start out Changeling Janeway.
Or at least we totally believe it for like a long time. Do you think it will start out with her and Seven like butting heads to allude to, and then reconciling like on cat?
That's where I think that's going.
Oh.
Yep.
And then it's a changeling.
No.
No, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think you're right.
I think that's going to happen.
Right, yeah.
And Janeway's going to be in the back of this whole thing. She's been she knows she's been changelinged, and she's going to then come in and be like, right, bye.
Yeah.
And then they actually have their actual on-screen reconciliation.
But I think it's going to start.
For those that don't know, off-screen, Jerry
Ryan and Kate McGrew did not get along during the filming of Voyager, like, at all. To the point where people like Garrett Wong, who played Harry Kim, like, that situation when it's brought up, like, he starts crying because he loves them both so much.
Yeah.
But he gets it from both sides.
Yeah. But that's one of my little theories.
My mum will be crying her eyes out if that happens on the screen.
Everyone will. But what,
like, Voyager's my mum's like that's my mum's. Like, that's my mum's. Well, even though she says so, she's like, Voyager's her favourite, but Deep Space Nine is the best. Yeah. But also, she grew up with TNG, so it's like, yeah.
Love all track.
Exactly.
Simple.
It's all great. Even fucking Enterprise. When are y'all fucking hoes? Yeah. No. Because I think my track record for recommending things is pretty good. Would you agree, Will? As someone who had never seen Clone Wars before you met me, and now, I think you would safely say you're quite a big fan of it.
Just trying to think of other things you recommended me that aren't TV shows that I might have disagreed with.
Star Wars Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Star Wars
Anyway,
books.
predictions.
A lot of Star Wars, basically. And,
you want to hear the rest of my theory?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
No. When are y'all bitches watching Enterprise?
When I get round to it, okay.
Okay.
When you get ready.
2 minutes left. Let's go. Let's
Yeah,
get those theories.
I also think they're setting up a Section 31 show. And I know you don't like it.
No, it's not that I don't like it. I just think when you know too much about something, we had this with the Borg, it's not as scary. I think it would be more effective if we still had Philippa Georgiou. Oh my God. What's her name?
Michelle Yeoh.
Thank you. Michelle Yeoh, especially now she's an Oscar winner. Yes, bitch. Have her be in Section 31, but have her appear in things like like Samuel Jackson appears as Nick Fury in Marvel. Have her appear like that. That would be so camp, and we're not going to learn like all the inner secrets. I don't want to see.
I think it's going to be a
if I see
series.
a base. If I see a fucking Section 31 base on some fucking secret moon, like a secret, like, I'm gonna flip this fucking table. Like Teresa Giudice in Real Housewives in New Jersey, yeah. I will be pissed off. Because I feel like, because we don't know where Section 31 operate, we don't know who they're affiliated with, we don't know who works with, like, it's so ominous, and it's nice to have that scary element of the Federation.
This is true. But I think it will be a short-run series, and it's not going to be like it's following any particular arc. It might have an overarching theme, but I think it'll be like little one-shots. So one episode will follow Georgiou, another episode will follow Raffi, another episode...
But wouldn't that work better in the anthology show idea I was talking about if we had a one season, like American Horror Story kind of thing, where it's each season, not like American Horror Story, but like each season is a different crew.
Like Cabinet of Curiosities.
Yeah, like it's like a different... and it's a different crew, and you could have Section 31 appear within those storylines, like, you know, do you know what I mean, and connect it all together, but... I don't know. We'll see. I will watch it. I'll watch it.
How they could probably do it, because then you're still not giving that much away.
I was hesitant about Strange New Worlds, and not. I didn't think it was going to be bad, but it was way better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, hello, I got to look at Ethan Peck for a few months and got to look at every angle.
She's flooding
every mood
studio again. Jesus. My feet are wet.
Titties, motherfucker, titties. His titties.
Back to reality.
Jack crushes lip.
Oh.
Put them together. That's all you need.
That's a good time, motherfucker. That's a good time.
That would be DNA splicing, which is illegal in the Federation. Thank you very much.
Section 31. They can do it.
But no, I think they're gearing up towards a Section 31 show. Because
they need to gear down.
You've got multiple characters that have been shown that are from Section 31 or are joining Section 31. You've got the chance to bring Bashir on.
Well, just as you said with the whole Picard thing, and now you're like, bitch, I was right. If the Section 31 shows shit, remember on this day and several other days prior, I said, this is how it's gonna be.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it can't be done, but I'm just thinking they might be getting a bit too excited at Paramount and going, oh, she won an Oscar, and oh, you know.
Well, she was already booked to have.
No, I know, but it was announced before half of these shows that are out now we even knew about them. Do you know what I mean? It was one of the like season 1 or 2 of Discovery. They were like, we're going to do a Section 31 spin-off, and it's been years. So I feel like there's now all this talk about it now because she had all this Oscar buzz and then won the Oscar. But yeah, I still stand by what I say. I just think it's not going to be... I think Section 31 already had its legacy within Star Trek without it being mentioned in every single TV show, and it had only ever really been mentioned in Deep Space Nine. But even just from that, it was just so cool that everyone used to imagine, like, oh, what was Section 31 doing in this era, and blah, 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 what does this mean, and blah, blah, blah. But now it's just like they're popping up all the fucking time. And it's like, you know, every time if I was in the Star Trek universe, every time some shit goes down, I go, right, where's Section 31? Come on, where they coming? Where they coming from? Where they coming? But yeah, like, but anyway. But I don't disagree with you. I do think that they are gearing up towards that. But we shall see.
I also think we're going to have a 90s Trek reunion of sorts. So you're going to have Picard, you're going to have Janeway. What they're going to do with DS9 is going to be awkward because James Avery at the moment is a bit...
we'll see. We'll see.
But I have a feeling
they might be able to give
together as kind of like, here you go, fans.
Well, I said that in the Star Trek episode we did earlier in the season. I was like, we should have like a set of films, but we're kind of getting that with Picard season 3. But anyway, we should probably end the episode because I feel like we have definitely overrun. Am I correct?
Yeah, good predictions, everyone.
Thank you.
Good synopses. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Nice. Cool.
Do I get to go to bed now?
No. You need to rewatch the whole season again now.
No, bitch, you need to go home and watch fucking Enterprise, yeah? When are you bitches watching Enterprise?
When I'm good and fucking ready, bitch.
Mm-hmm. You need to watch Clone Wars as well. You need to hurry up.
Yes.
You need to hurry your ass up. Even my mum's about to watch Star Wars. A day of watching Clone Wars, girl, that's more than a day.
You know what I mean.
A week. Anyway, right, we gotta go because I gotta take this wig off. Fuck me, backwards, upside down, sideways. It is killing my forehead right now.
Well,
yeah,
we're done.
We're done.
She's done.
I am done. You know what? Fuck it. I'm done. I'll leave you again. Toodaloo.
It's the 3rd episode in a row.
She takes a fucking piss.
I know.
Why do I work with her?
It's the contract. You got
it. One to beam up.
It's the contract. You got it.
One to beam up.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, shall I press this place?
Yes, please.